Greetings everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Sparkster. Today, it all comes down to this. Death. Ha ha ha. Anyway, yeah. So this is the final level of the game. Apparently Sparkster has chased down the evil wolf's spaceship, I guess, and we are entering through the rocket launching tubes. You don't want the rockets to touch you from the bottom or the top because they'll kill you. But if you run into it in the front, it doesn't kill you. Yeah, I don't get it either. Anyhow, these wolves are just as afraid of it as Sparkster is. So the whole series has been culminating up to this. Even though this is a spin-off, this is the last official level I'll be playing. So I'm going to consider it the finality of the struggle between good and evil. Well, actually, Rocket Knight for the PSN and all that jazz is the finality, but whatever. No one's keeping score. So what kind of evil final boss could this game have? I mean, that last boss was horrible. And by horrible, I mean hard. It's gotta be really hard, right? Well, we shall see. So we've entered the missile bay. All the missiles are stored here, but they're not active, so don't worry, they're not gonna blow up or kill you. They just act as some kind of platforms. I gotta say that this level is really short, but it also seems a little, I don't know, I guess it seems boring for a last level, except for this part. I guess you can count this guy as a mini-boss, some kind of robotic wolf. Just hit him, that's it. Simple as that. If you use your rocket power, you'll get stuck in the falling animation forever, so you have to use the spinning slash to get out of it. These are some of the easiest enemies. Spin slash, and they explode. Done. Sparkster looks very determined. I guess the level isn't that boring, but I don't know. I think it could have used a little more variety and a little more hardness to it, a little tougher. Some of those final levels in the earlier Rocket Knight game seemed, I don't know. I keep going back to that. Maybe I should stop. I wonder if that's annoying anybody. But I just can't get over how good the first game was compared to the rest of these. Anyhow, I guess you can count this as a sub-boss too. Some kind of brain core of the spaceship. The idea is to kill off the gems, which gets harder and harder as this shield starts spinning faster and faster. The gems are going to shoot lightning at you, but it's no danger. Just dodge, and you're good to go. I'm using the rocket spinning attack because it does the most damage in the quickest amount of time. Apparently you can also attack the shield, but I don't think it's going to do me any good. Wow, I'm taking a lot of damage here. Not much else to say. I'm getting a little desperate, so I just am slashing through the shield here. I guess if you want to take the really safe route, you can stand on the end here and just jump up and slash. But that'll take forever. No one has time to wait forever. So we're just gonna be reckless. Although I can't be reckless anymore because death is knocking on my door. And that's no good. Kind of reminds me of that one Sonic boss. Was it for Flying Battery? No, it was for the Death Egg Zone in Sonic and Knuckles. I don't know, maybe because it's a core kind of thing. Anyhow, time to progress. That's the first time I've seen a half-eaten apple. All it does is restore a little bit of health, but not much. I want to get out of these hallways as fast as possible because those lasers are pretty harmful. And they bounce off all these enemies here. Wow, Sparkster runs really slow. I can't believe that. Anyhow, You could try to bank up, but I haven't been very successful with that, so I just rocket up and do the spinning slash to get to the right platforms. Some of these are a little too tall to get to. One more hallway with bird robots in our way. We're actually almost up to the final boss, as this tube is showing us the Earth in the background. Hey, princess. Well, this isn't good. Well, this is some pretty cool boss music, I gotta say. Alright, so this is the final boss, first form. Obviously a robot. What is it with the final bosses? And they're all, I don't know. They're robots. The main enemies are real. You've got the wolves. They weren't robots, as far as I knew. And then the final boss is a robot. Anyhow, this guy's annoying as hell. I had to do practice runs to make it so that I don't die fighting this guy. He has 3 main attacks. He'll throw up those lightning rods that will pretty much trap you. This wind-slashing wave, he'll have 2 levels. One, Sparkster can just stand under, and the other, he has to duck. And then he breathes fire. 9 times out of 10, he's going to combine them for ultimate dickery. Just be patient, pertinent, and determined, and you will come out on top. I don't know why I'm talking with so many pauses, but just inspired to do thusly. Wow. There's a lot going on here. I'm down to 1 heart. Gotta be really careful, because I'm pretty sure he can kill me in 1 more hit. Depending on what hits me, of course. And that's it! Seems pretty easy compared to the previous boss, but hey, whatever. I'll take what I can get. So, for some reason, the robot decides to free the princess before he gets out of town. Why Sparkster doesn't go and destroy him now while he's pressing the button, I have no idea. This part makes no sense to me. Alright, so what happened here is the wolf went and apparently downloaded himself into the missile, and we gotta chase it down. And God damn it, Sparkster, just move a little slower, would you? First priority, of course, is to save the princess, so we're gonna send her out of here. What she's saying, I don't really know. To space! Alright, welcome to the missile. It's really easy. There's no platforming, just walk and slash. These wolf enemies, while huge, are taken down in 1 hit, unlike the pig robot enemies of the final level of the original Rocket Knight Adventures, which are really hard. Anyway, this is the final boss. Yeah. He has several different attacks. One is to fire fiery wolf heads at you, which you can deflect using your sword. Second attack is to fire this beam, which is pretty harmful, but it's only in the center of the screen. The third attack, he'll drop some mines on you from the ceiling, which isn't very difficult to dodge, if you're careful. This seems like a pretty, I don't know, like a disappointment to me as a final boss. He seems way too easy. But I guess if you're not careful, he can kill you pretty quick. I'm trying to think of the other final bosses. So in the original Rocket Knight, we had the pig core that would just not die. That was really fun. We fought him in the bouncing room and then followed him through space. Rocket Knight 2, we had the great lizard warlord guy who had all those spells. He was pretty easy with Golden Sparkster. I would have to say he was kind of hard with the regular Sparkster, though. He was probably the hardest boss, but then again, I wasn't playing Rocket Knight in crazy hard, like I'm doing here. Best bet when the mines come is to go to the left, because they don't actually drop on that part of the screen. And you are safe. Although I am digging the music. This is really, really good music, I'd have to say, for the final boss. I love it. I always love good music in my video games. You can slash the mines to explode them, but I think it's just better to wait. Getting pretty close to death here. And that's it! The final boss is defeated. Spirits of the wolves fly off into the distance. Really strange. So our hero escapes with his life. The princess is not so sure that he survived. Man, that was a big-ass explosion. I guess that would have destroyed the Earth, Zephyrus, or whatever this place is. Oh, but here he is. Let's flash a peace sign for justice. Yet he still has no time for the ladies. As we learned, though, in Rocket Knight, he apparently had time for some lady. But that's in the future. That's going to be it. Thus ends Sparkster for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. A fine little spin-off, if you ask me. So we have a very stoic-looking Sparkster going on home as our credits roll. What's with the exclamation points? The programmer is Alexei, and we're very excited about that. We're even more excited about Fururu. Yes. Anyway, overall, I'd give this game out of 10, maybe 7. It's really fun. I like it. I like it better than the second Rocket Knight Adventures. And that's saying a lot from a Genesis kid to praise a Super Nintendo game over a Genesis game. You guys in my shoes will know what I mean. But when it all comes down to it, the original one was the best. We all know that. It had the best music, the best bosses, the best levels, the best controls, and all that jazz. But hey, what can we say? Anyway, I wanted to take the time to do some special thanks. I want to give thanks to Dectalon for doing the crazy hard run of Rocket Knight Adventures. That was pretty cool. Good to see that. JT Toddy for doing the Rocket Knight run for the PlayStation, PC, Xbox. Love to see those new games getting played. And Kika for doing those nice drawings for Rocket Knight Adventures 2. And I don't know how to pronounce it. I guess it's Pnub, whatever. Anyway, for doing that really strange big Barone fan art. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it. I'm going to leave the thread open for a little bit for some discussion and for JT Toddy to finish up his Rocket Knight run. But otherwise, we can call this over. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you guys next time.